Hello and welcome, I'm Drew, and you may not know this about me, but I am a huge reality TV junkie. But my favorite reality TV competition, show, or whatever you want to call it, has to be The Challenge on MTV. I'm super looking forward into this next season, which is called The Challenge, The Final Reckoning.
This is the end of an era.
MTV is basically promoting this as the third part in the trilogy of the last main challenge seasons, starting with the Dirty 30, then Vendettas, and now the Final Reckoning. Basically, Dirty 30, you get all the dirtiest players facing off against each other. They made Vendettas, which then they put them all in the same house. Now, your biggest rival is now going to be your partner. And we're going to talk about the Big Brother teams right off the bat. Let's start off with Devon and Josiah. Devon and Josiah are both from Big Brother 18. Josiah, in the house, rubbed everybody the wrong way because he called himself the Messiah really early on. Where Devon and a lot of people were like, we need to get this dude out. They kicked him out. The next one we're going to do is actually pretty seasoned MTV stars now. Well, not stars, but MTV... They're veterans of MTV shows now. With Pauly and Natalie. Natalie, the lovable, likable, positive cheerleader from the Challenge Vendettas as her rookie season, and Pauly, the biggest walking douche, or D-bag, I should say, that we know, from X on the Beach. They're both from Big Brother 18. Pauly thought he was running the show. Natalie decided to conspire against his own alliance to kick him out, and guess what? It happened. He got butthurt about it. They yelled at each other in the jury house. Also, you might remember Pauly from all the rumored articles that have leaked about him cheating on his current or his past girlfriend, going into the house of the challenge and cheating on her with Cara Maria. You might be thinking, if you watched X on the Beach, you might be like, oh no, he cheated on Lexi. No, don't worry about it. He didn't cheat on Lexi. He dumped her right after X on the Beach. Way to sleep your way to the top there, Pauly. So they should probably hang out pretty long if he's kind of getting it on with Cara Maria. Speaking of X on the Beach, let's talk about Angela and Faith. They are one of the new rookie season challengers. Faith, you might recognize from Vanderpump Rules last season. She was on it for maybe half an episode, but everybody talked about her the whole episode because she slept with Jax and a fake pregnancy scare, which didn't happen. Who cares? Angela is from Bad Girls Club. Faith and her are together as big rivals, quote unquote. Angela helped kick June out of the house, which was Faith's boo. And then Faith also did body shots up at Tori, which was Angela's boo, so they were mean to each other. It's very manufactured. Let's talk about Derek H. Sorry, Derek K. I wish you were here, but you haven't pissed off enough people, so you're too likable. So Derek H. is back, but he came in with Tori on the Dirty 30. Both came in as rookies and boyfriend and girlfriend. Two descriptions you do not want to be coming into the challenge household, but it worked out for Tori as Derek H got kicked out. Tori seemed pretty cool, made it all the way to the finals where she got some money. Also, their rivalry started because after the finals were over, her and Jordan started hooking up, and it got back to Derek H, and Derek H was like, oh no. Another manufactured one I feel is Brad and Kyle. Apparently their whole thing was Brad had a grenade, used it on Kyle last time, and then they clashed heads. These people never yelled at each other, but they get to be like final reckoning kind of thing. It's like, okay, cool, sure, whatever. Let's talk about Britni and Chuck. Who the f*** is Chuck? Apparently Chuck is her ex-boyfriend? I don't know. Hold on, let me look up. Chuck, final reckoning. Be Shane and Nelson. Now, Shane, you might remember as the loudmouth guy from Invasion of the Champs. and Champs vs. Stars, where he's yelling at Casper a lot. He yelled at Josiah enough, and now Josiah is also on this season, so they can yell at each other anytime, all the time. Nelson sucks, but he's gonna be on this season too. So they were all tied together using rope, and one person had to hit a bell, and then the other two that didn't hit it would have to hit theirs, and the first two that hit it would go on. Shane stirred everything up by being like, yo, watch out. Nelson just used you. Let's keep on going with girl teams. We just talked about Shane and Nelson. Let's keep going with all women teams. And one women team that could definitely beat Shane and Nelson is Jemmy and Jenna. This goes back to the Dirty 30, where Jenna helped win the first ever challenge, saved Jemmy, even though she could have kicked her off. And Jemmy, the first chance she gets, sends Jenna in to go against Kayleigh. Cutthroat, I know, I love it. Jemmy doesn't do a whole lot of nothing, but when she does something, it can be good. It can be good. So I have a feeling that these two are going to go far. Again, there's not a ton of bad blood between these two. Kayleigh and Kayleigh, you might remember this from Vendettas. Kayleigh is from UK X on the Beach. Kayleigh is the biggest choke artist in basically challenge history. I don't care what anybody says. Both of these came to a head because Kayleigh, Britni, and somebody else, I don't remember, wasn't very memorable anyways, they all ganged up on Kayleigh and threw her stuff over the balcony and was just being such a huge bully. So much bullying happened, that, especially with Nelson, that Kayleigh decided to take herself out of the competition, which normally TJ is like, I hate quitters, but they bullied her so much that even TJ was like, yeah, I would probably leave too. Well, guess what, Kayleigh? You get to come back and get to be stuck with Kayleigh. Double whammy. Cam and Melissa. This was one of the most volatile fights in Challenge Vendettas. I'm actually, I guess I was a little bit surprised that Melissa wasn't teamed up with Sylvia after that crazy fight in that like ball wrestling thing, where Melissa ultimately left off. CT is back, but this time he is shackled to Veronica. That's right, Veronica. Apparently this all happened because CT said that Veronica was weak at some point. I mean, weak, lazy, is there a difference? I guess